having written down the structures of N2O as two possible structures, now let's find out how to represent the positive and negative charges present in the particular structure. For finding out the positive or the negative ions present in the possible structures, you have to take into account the octet number of electrons. 8 electrons around each atom. Now here, let's take nitrogen. Every bond, as I told you, consists of 2 electrons. So this oxygen already has 2 electrons in this bond. So 8 minus 2 will be 6. So 6 electrons as 3 lone pair of electrons are represented here for us. Nitrogen, let's consider this nitrogen. It's got 3 bonds over this side and 1 bond over this side. So totally 4 bonds are present. So no electrons are present outside this nitrogen atom. Let us take this first nitrogen atom. 3 bonds are there. 3 into 2, 6 electrons have gone in the formation of the bond. So 8 minus 2, there are 8 minus 6 will be 2 electrons which are present as lone pair of electrons. Now, oxygen has got a valence electrons of 6. So, there are 3 lone pair of electrons and already amounting for the 6 electrons, and in addition there is a bond there. So, oxygen will be carrying a negative charge. If oxygen has got a negative charge, the atom next to it will be carrying the positive charge. So, this is how to find out to write down the positive or the negative charge on the structure, the Lewis dot structures. Let us consider this resonance structure, the second resonance structure of N2O. In this particular case, you will find nitrogen has got 2 bonds here, and so out of the 8 octet electrons, 4 are involved in the bond formation. The remaining 4 electrons are written as 2 lone pair of electrons. The valence number of electrons is 5 for nitrogen, and so there are 2 lone pair of electrons as well as there are 2 bonded electrons. So nitrogen has got a negative charge. So the next nitrogen will be having a positive charge. So if it has more number of electrons than the valence electrons, apart from the bonds that are being formed, that particular element will carry a negative charge. So this is how for each of the structures you will write down the structure with the bonds, how to write down, and secondly whether they have a positive or the negative charge can easily be found out to be written for all the oxides as well as the oxyacids of nitrogen. Thus the different oxides of nitrogen, their structures can easily be detected, and same way the oxo acids of nitrogen, their formula, the names and their structures can easily be deducted. Now in the next video you are going to see how to calculate the oxidation state of the oxides and the oxo acids of nitrogen.